Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the Octanists out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Um, this is going to be a really quick video. Um, Not really so much off of this whole situation with the Corey and Anton situation or whatever. I haven't done a video directly on it, but I've done a video kind of talking about it yesterday. And obviously, as we always do, we equate it with scriptures. The only thing I went into with that situation is your eye being evil towards your brother, right? Our eyes are going to be evil toward one another, all right? And that's the curse that we live in. That's the curse that the Lord has put us in. You want to know another curse that the Lord has put us in is what I'm getting ready to go into right now. I keep seeing this whole what men and what men should or shouldn't do in a situation like this, and real men, this isn't how real men move, and this, that, and the other. To a degree, I get where you know what I mean, like when it comes to this whole real man, there's certain things that we do know as men that we should or shouldn't do. The problem comes in is we nobody on this planet could be a real man or a real woman. Now that's a thing that I'm seeing too, or not seeing really, is what real woman should or should what real woman should do. What you know I don't see that what a real woman should do. I just keep seeing what real men should do. The attack is always on the men. What a real man looks like. Nobody knows what the hell a real man looks like because nobody can be one, right? Nobody can be one. Number one, for example, husband and wife. Husband, the master of a household. You can't be the master of your household because you don't own your household, right? You still have people that tell you what to do with your own house. And number one, and number two, your woman is more than likely claiming to be equal to you. And by the way, if a woman claims to be equal to a man, that's not a woman, right? What's the point of it? If she's equal to me? What the hell is the point of me being a man and her being a woman? Are we not two different genders? So what's the point? You know what I mean? What is the point? We should all just be one gender, one race, or whatever. Since we're all the same, we should all just be one gender and one race, right? It comes to show you that nobody's the same, even within the same gender, and within the same race. Nobody's the same. I have two biological brothers, man, and none of us are the same. None of us are the same. We are our own. We are our own people. We're the same blood, sure, but we are our own people. But going back to this whole real man and real woman, or whatever, nobody knows what a real man looks like. Nobody knows what a real woman looks like because we can't. Nobody can be. Well, should I say nobody fully knows what a real man or a real woman looks like because nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Right? Again, this is the curse that we have to live in. Right? I could go down the list on how we know we can't do it, but for you and the knowing, then yeah, you would know. Again, I already said one of the things, we don't own the damn thing, right? And for you people that claim you own things, well, don't you still pay for it? If you don't pay for it, then it gets taken away from you, right? Again, this whole real man, real masculinity, you can't be. Number one, like I said, you don't have control over your woman, right? And that'll be looked at as toxic masculinity, as they call it, misogyny or whatever. No, it's just called being a man. Having multiple wives, yes, that's normal for men. Why do you think all men cheat? And I don't care who you think you are as a man. If you're a man out there, you claim I don't cheat, man. I just deal with this my one wife, my one woman. Yeah, you still desire another woman, man. You know you are. Any man that says they not, they just a damn liar. You know you are. And if you can't do that, then you're not a real man. And a woman, your wife, should be, yeah. Me and the elder just had a conversation about this, man. Your wife, if she's a real woman, and I know I've been rambling a little bit, your wife, if she's a real woman, but more than she's a side woman, man, she should be more than, willing to give you Whatever it is you want, man. Whatever you want another wife, have at it. Here, give you a harlot or whatever, right? See, this society makes everything, you know, seem so messed up. Everything I said would sound messed up to the unlearned ear, should I say? Well, I don't want to say unlearned. It's just that you just don't know, right? Because of society, the poisoned ear, should I say? Not unlearned, but the poisoned ear. This place is nothing but poison, and nothing is working out. Everybody knows so much of what a real man is, but why is there still so much turmoil? Because none of us know what it is truly to be a fully full real man. Because it's you can't do it. You can't do it. All right. That man and woman have a definition. Those titles have definitions, just like a parent, a father, and a mother. They all have titles. And guess what? Fathers and mothers are gone. Real men, full real men are gone. Full real women are gone. I told the Lord is ready to pull the plug on this place. When all hell breaks loose, then you get ready. Then you're going to start seeing, oh yeah, who is the real man and who is the real woman? Oh yeah, let's get ready to happen. Let's get ready to happen fast too, man. When hell breaks loose, right? Job 10 and 22. It says, "A land of darkness is darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order. And where the light is as darkness." That's the one of the prime examples as to why nobody can be a real man here. Number one, this place is ran by Esau Edom, who likes little boys, right? You really think they're going to allow you to be a real man and have rule over your woman? Do you again rule over your household? You know what I mean? Again, you got women. These women out here claiming that they equal to men, and it's just like, bro, like you cannot be a real. You more than likely going to have a woman over you, and again, people will call that, well, you're just being what they call that, insecure. Well, yeah, I mean, in a land of darkness is darkness itself without any order, where the light is darkness. Yeah, I would imagine everybody should be insecure. You should be. If you're surrounded by unrighteousness and infirmities, you should be. There's nothing wrong with insecurity. In fact, insecurity brings security, if you know what I mean by that. You're looking out. You know what I mean? Being a watchman, by the way, means you're insecure. Let's get that word real quick, right? Let's get that word insecure real quick, right? I wonder if it pops up. Yeah, here we go. I knew it would. Unsafe. There we go. I mean that sums it all. That summed it all up, right? Not fully assured, not free from fear or doubt. This world is full of fear and doubt. Everybody's insecure, man. You talk about these people talk about you insecure if you're a man and you expect certain things from a woman and stuff like that. They call you insecure, right? Everybody's supposed to be, especially if you're a man, because this society, if you're young like myself, this society is attacking us constantly through the food, through the medicines, which again, you know, everybody should try their very best to get further and further and further away from Esau's medicines, man. You notice they all attack reproductive systems, and again, especially men, but yes, they're attacking the woman too. But they know that we carry on lineages. Women don't. They know that. So the attack is on us. Jake, young Jake, us. Old Jake too, right? The men in general. It's really on us. If you got niggas like Anton Daniels up there, that's one of the ways they attacking. You know, the social media that's being pushed out there, the music, again, the food with all the chemicals and stuff that they put in it. You know, that weed that you niggas love smoking, right? Guess what? They target reproductive systems too. Everything targets reproductive systems if you notice, if you really care enough at that, right? If it's like if you really care enough to notice it. So yeah, I am insecure and I should be. And I'm glad I am. That means I'm awakened. That means I'm fully aware. If you're insecure, you're not free from doubt or from fear or doubt. That means you're aware. You're aware. Your signals, your antennas is like, whoa, something's not right here. Let me get on it. No, I can't be a slouch. Nope, nope. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's good. That's a good thing. Don't ever let nobody tell you you being insecure is a bad thing. You know, you don't talk about if y'all like for example, if you're not checking your bank account, which my parents always told me to do, if you ain't checking your bank account daily, and next thing you know, it's been a month since you checked, you notice you only got $5 in your name, and it's just like, whoa. It's either one or two things: you not paying attention on what you're spending, which that's a good habit of doing. You know, especially looking back at your history, it's like, okay, maybe I spend a little too much of the time. You know, it's good to check. Or somebody hacked into your account without you even noticing because you're not checking, or a company or something that you probably subscribe to, like maybe a subscription that you probably subscribe to, is constantly taking money out without you even knowing because you forgot and you don't want it anymore. You're wondering, well, why is my money down? Next thing you know, you check a month or two later after you not checking your account. Well, they've been constantly taking money out and you didn't even know because you're not checking, because you're not aware, because you are not you're not alert. You're not alert. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit because us being watchmen, we have to be. We have to be insecure. Guess what? Being a real man is being insecure. That's one of the things that you people don't understand. Real men ain't supposed to do that. Real men ain't supposed to do that. Well, real men are insecure. They have to be. They're not going to sit up there and let their woman go out, girls night out. Well, she can go have her fun, man. You know what's going to happen. I mean, come on, man. This is 2025. If you let you let the world tell you you're insecure, fine, man. Your people care too much of what other people say, man. Right? You're a woman. You notice you're a woman going out. Yeah, girls night out. Girls night out. Okay, well, all right. Have fun. Have fun. And that's and because you care about everybody calling you a good man. Well, guess what, man? Real men aren't going to be looked at as good men here right now because real men are not going to go with the way of society, right? We're not going to. Again, you can't be fully a real man, but what I'm saying is, you're closer to a real man, like this so-called alpha male. Real alpha males are probably going to have the most problems out of women for right now because we don't deal with the crap. We don't give women liberty to gad abroad, okay? Because they're wicked. We don't give them liberty to gad abroad. Another thing real men would understand is that women are not equal to you. There's a lot of people that understand that now, so I kind of leave that out. But you do got a lot of a good group of men that still believe that, yeah, my woman, without her, I can't exist without her. Without my wife, without my this dude came up to us at camp and said, yeah, his wife is God. Well, you're providing protection to the God instead of the God providing protection to you. Make that make sense, man. The God that we worship don't need protection, right? Lord Yahweh by Shemiel Shai don't need a damn thing. He don't need protection, right? He don't need no bodyguards because there is no danger because he creates the danger. I mean, come on, man. You men, that's how badly the Lord has put us down to be degenerates. So now all of a sudden, now we got us, us running around here calling ourselves real men, and none of us know what the hell a real man is. Like I said, just the or a full real man is, should I say, right? Just the few things that I said people are going to have a problem with: the multiple wives, the woman not being equal, right, and all the other things that I just mentioned, or the insecurity, right? Um, let's get this last thing, but which is actually the most important thing. Real men will believe in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai, because you want to know who the top alpha male is? Yahweh Shai, the one the world even really called Jesus. It is not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not an alpha male, and I say the one that world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, the real one, whose name is Yahweh Shai. Jesus Christ is a representation of today's society. That's what Jesus Christ is. Jesus Christ is a representation of today's society. The emasculation of the men, the masculine women, the uplifting of the woman, right? The weed, the drugs, everything. The social media. That is what Jesus Christ. That is the influence of Jesus Christ, right? So anyway, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. This is the closest thing you're going to get as to being a real man. Worship correctly um, learning and reading the scriptures, man. And it'll tell you how to be a real man, or to the very best of your ability, right? And a real woman to the very best of your ability. Your scriptures will tell you, man, right? The problem with I was getting ready to say the problem with the scriptures, but it's not really the scriptures that's the problem. The problem with this whole thing is the way it's taught. The scriptures are being taught completely wrong. That's the problem, right? So anyway, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, okay? For instruction in righteousness. So this is one big instruction book. You want to know how to be a real man? Enough of these panelists, man. Enough of these YouTubers talking about, yeah, man, bro, this is what a real man looks like. Don't ever let them do this. Don't ever let them do that. Which, again, good points. Good points. You know, you shouldn't really let a man get all up in your face and stuff like that. You know, but it's two things. Number one, I don't see enough of what a real woman should do, and I don't see men talking about this or what a real woman should do. You know what I mean? And for the real men out there, see y'all keep talking about this real man thing when it comes to fights and stuff like that. Well, not all real men are fighters like that. But again, you should know how to defend yourself, no doubt. I'm just saying. Uh, but what about the other things? You know, what a real man should do. You know, with the woman able and teach the man something about the woman's games. Don't sit up there and tell me, because I hear enough of it. Don't sit up there and tell me a real man is supposed to love the woman and do this for the woman and do that for the woman. Yeah, if she's a woman, but what if she's not? What if she's just a complete fucking bitch? Right? If you get offended by my language, then so be it, man. I'm not filtering nothing on this video. Right? What if she's a complete whore? What if she's a complete slut? A bitch? What you know what I mean? What if she's playing games? You know what I mean? All these little sneaky little games that these women like playing, man. What about that? Nobody's teaching them that. But when it comes to a fight, all of a sudden, all these men popping up. Yeah, man, this is what a real man should do. Don't let them hover in your face. Okay, fine, I get it. I get it. But if you want to go there, teach me everything. These scriptures will. All right. So the point is, nobody's fully a real man in this society. Nobody's fully a real woman in this society. You can't be. You can't be. It's a lot of things that we can't do. Follow all our high holy days that we should do. Well, something as simple as the Sabbath, we can't really follow 100%. And may fall on the day that we have to work. If you people out there talking about, well, it's Saturday, it's Saturday Sabbath, which don't make sense. Well, there are a lot of people out there that work on Sabbath. What do you want to say about that? And what are you doing on the Sabbath? You still taking showers, I'm sure you are. But guess what? That's still striking a fire. That hot water lets you take a cold shower. You're starting cars, some of you may not be. Are you sacrificing on the Sabbath? That's one of the things. You know, there are a lot of things that we can't do, and one of those major things is be ourselves, which are men and women. Can't do it, not fully, to the very best of the ability. But YouTube, and these panels and these podcasts, you know, again, some of them are good, but honestly, you know, Elder Apostle Hart, man, he already put the he already laid the blueprint, what to do, what not to do, and stuff like that. But like I said, all of a sudden everybody's coming out with these, yeah, man, this is what a real man should do, you know, with all these red pills, with all this real pills, red pill stuff, and all that. You know, I don't want anybody on this earth, as far as if you're in the world, I really don't want you telling me what a real man should or shouldn't do, because I'm not going to listen to you. If you in the world, on this earth, man, if you in the world, I'm not going to listen to you. It's going to go one ear out the other, because you don't know. All right, you don't know. Right. So anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat, Shem Rakak, without Shalom.